Dahanjo, how you doing, everybody? Matt the Greeter, Bug Smasher. Oh, this road again? I don't usually get complaints that I'm always on the same couple roads. You know why, you know why. No, lack of free time, and then you know, the times of day that I get to ride, it's like it's rush hour everywhere, so I gotta just, there's a couple of, I gotta be strategic, and that limits me to just a couple of roads. Anyhow, question for you today. Those of you who have been following my channel for a while, have you no other place to be? That's not the question, but I do appreciate it. Look at these rocks. Oh, yeah, that's fun. Hit some of those. Ooh, they got new pavement here, but I'm gonna not annoy those guys today. Anyhow, so those of you who've been following me for a while know that I had just taken a job. It's not quite full-time, but it's a job I know in my heart I'm supposed to take right now. So forget about all that for now. But I got a job. It's not quite full-time, and so I gotta rustle up some side gig in here, right? And so those of you who know me a little bit better, I'm looking for some creative input. What would be a good side gig for a guy like me, right? So schedule wise, it's got to be flexible. But those of you who do a side gig, like, you know, you got multiple jobs, and you need to have multiple jobs to make sure your bills are getting paid. What are some side gigs that you do, or that have been beneficial for you, that have worked out well? And they don't have to have led to other things, but they don't add tons of stress and scheduling nightmares. What are you guys doing out there for supplemental work? And because I'm the type, I tend to work full-time, whether my job is full-time or not. And you know, I'll do other things just to, you know, ensure that I'm working full-time, but not necessarily getting paid for it. But I need to get some supplemental income, maybe a side gig. And knowing what you know of me, perhaps, or knowing what has worked well for you, what are you doing out there? What are you doing? And yeah, so I have thought, I did a little work. This guy was shooting a video and needed some people to sort of stand in, and I wouldn't say act, but we had to sort of like showcase something, yeah, whatever. And anyway, he had mentioned, and you know, when I read, you know, off the paper or something, well, I have a good narrating voice, and it sounds a little too professional sometimes. So he asked me, like, hey, could you just be a little more natural your next time through? Just you know, as if you're talking to a buddy. And I'm like, a buddy? What's that? And anyway, a buddy is a friend. Anyway, those of you who have buddies, anyhow, mythical creatures. Or elves. They're elves. Continuing the red light tour of New England here. So yeah, that's it. That's my question. What are you doing for a side gig right now that helps? Maybe it's flexible hours as well, which would also help. Maybe it's soul satisfying. Maybe it led to something for you. Maybe it's just you like it because it's leading nowhere. You can just bang it out and get a supplemental paycheck. So what is it that you're doing? What is it that you could see me doing out here in southwest suburban Boston? That either doesn't require a lot of travel, or you know what I mean? So that's it. That's all I'm saying. Sky's the limit. Or just something that's wildly unreasonable that you'd like to leave in the comments for a joke. I would appreciate that as well. So whether it's doable, plausible, attainable, just leave it in the comments, and I'll be really happy to entertain that. Hi, buddy. This guy's got a yield. You got a yield, pal. Insurance adjuster? Could I do? No, maybe not. I'll adjust myself. All right, guys. Matt the Greeter. Care about you. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye.